Hey, today I'm going to install this Blink, backwards, Blink Video Doorbell. I've had the Blink cameras for years. I'm actually one of the early adopters for Blink and still have one of the free accounts that stores all my videos. But they came out with a doorbell for 39 bucks, I think it is, at Best Buy. So I grabbed it and I thought, let's trade it out. I have an old Skybell doorbell. It's been working great, but it is 10 years old now. So I thought, let's see what Blink can do for us. So I thought I'd record it real quick so you know how to do it. Here we are, Skybell. It's worked great for 10 years now. It's actually been replaced once by Skybell, so I want to really give a big shout out to Skybell about that. They did send me a brand new unit because the battery had exploded at one point, so they sent me a new one, and that's been great. But the real reason I wanted to change was because I'm using two different apps. I'm using the Skybell app and the Blink app for my other Blink cameras, so I thought it was just time to change. Now, I've already turned the power off to the doorbell. It's not a whole lot of voltage, but it's enough voltage that you're going to feel a little bit. So I don't think there's really much to changing this out, and I'm not going to really do a how-to. I'm just going to kind of maybe show you what I found in doing it. So follow along if you want. If not, that's cool too, but check it out. Like I said, I've already turned off the power.
And at this point, I really wish I had done more talking on camera because it would have made this whole process a lot easier. Now, I'm not a professional in video making or anything. I'm just doing this because I thought it'd be a fun thing to show you. So, working on this, I didn't have a lot of chance to add commentary because I didn't really know what I was doing. Now, as you can see, I'm taking off this old Ring doorbell, and I only had it attached to one screw because, as you'll see later in the video, this rock, this even limestone facade we have, is really hard to get a flush mount with the new mounts, even with the old mounts. So in the box comes the Blink doorbell, and it does work. With the back, and it does work with batteries, and I would always put the batteries in as well. So it says don't connect. Don't connect to electrical mains. You need the power between, yep. Perfect. So I seem to have a little bit of a brain fart there, and it basically is saying don't connect to 120 volts or anything that's line voltage. If you're going through a transformer that is connected with connected to your doorbell chime, you'll be fine. It's set up for that. Now, so you see here, I'm setting up the first mount, and I only put one screw in, and that's because I'm not going to drill into my limestone right now. Wanted to make sure I liked the doorbell before I did that. Here I started the setup process with the phone, which is really easy. You just scan the QR code on the back of the camera and it goes through the setup process on the app, just like all their other cameras do. Now, the best part about the app and the best part about the app for me, or Blink cameras for me, is that I have been a Blink customer for several years now, so I have free storage. That's not something you're going to get if you're a brand new customer to Blink. You can store locally with their sync, what they call their Sync 2 sync module, but if you want to store on the cloud, you're going to have to pay something for that. Now, I know I'm not talking on video, so what I did was, because the back of the plate is not sitting flush against the limestone, because the limestone has kind of a concave texture to it, I've added some washers behind it to let it stand out. Now, ideally, I would go and be able to find something that Blink provided, but all I've been able to see so far is they have a wedge kit either to mount the camera to point up or point to the side. So in my experimenting with this, I really had a hard time getting the face plate to attach to the back plate. It has some very, very small little interlocking pieces there's like 6 of them, and it works great on their other cameras. It's about the same size as the other camera, but doing it on this camera was really difficult. And that's something that I would change if I was. I'm going to redesign it. I finally did get it attached, but I'm not sure I like this anymore. And it was a pain in the butt to get this attached. It took several minutes to do this, and actually I cut out a lot of the footage that I didn't need for this. One thing I'll mention is that unless you're installing it completely on a flat surface like a a board and bat or something, you're gonna want to have something to stand it off, because there's no way you can push the faceplate up against that back piece hard enough unless it's perfectly flat.
Well, I got it on. Let's see if that works. It's me. It works. Well, I know that was super fascinating. It does work now. I got the chimes all set up and it works just great with my transformer. Now my transformer's kind of weak and my chimes are kind of blah, but it does work. It rings on my phone and it will ring on my watch, I think. I need to set that up next. But as far as this goes, I would recommend getting the trim kit or some wedges or some things that I think they sell separately, and I'm gonna go get one and install it later, because there is some play in it, because I can't get it. See, there's a little wiggle and I can't get it tight because the rock is misshapen. So I'll figure out something to put back there later, but that doesn't really have anything to do with your installation. So for now, that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want more videos, like and subscribe below.